introductory is going to introduce you to task right accomplishment, or TRA graph. It is a graphical representation on the mechanism of making the right decision based on previous knowledge and how to evaluate whether this knowledge is the right knowledge. If this knowledge actually factorized a three important element, which is a representation of the time or how a human perceive their existence. If we have factorized past, present, and future, data is everywhere. And as we proceed in the following section, you will see a better, clear image of data in every aspect of our life. Setup with, I'm going to ask you a question. Whether you see any relation between male and female distribution of this community and their age group. Answering this question, you could look at two kind of answer. There is a subjective way of answering the question and objective. If the answer was a stand based on subjective, and I come up with some counting numbers, right? I would say, for example, I have 3 number of green, could be 5, and same things I would do in the second group of 7, and then maybe 2, and so on. So at the end, when you start to read these numbers, and maybe it's better to do graphing age group 1, age group 2, and age group 3. These steps are involved, so you could see it is an immense system. It's a beautiful system that if you master, at least in a perceptual way, you will be able to introduce better answer to your research question. To do so, there are 2 terminologies that we have to start up with, and that's representative then generalization. So let me share with you the following example. But anyway, what is the possible values that x and y can take? For example, if I take x alone here, x values could be 0, could be 1, 2. Take this group out and once again do the 3T transformation and come up with another answer. And one more time, a representation of inferential is quite clear to you. This is the art of inferential postulates, and that means to suggest or to assume the existence or the fact or truth of something as a basis for reasoning or discussion or belief. Finally, the definition of standards. That means to the definition of paradigm, it gives you an opportunity to see the element of paradigm. So as a conclusion now, we are able to understand too. All right, here's the issue with case 1. We would like to find out why this customer, we'll call him Mr. C, why Mr. C had purchased product A and was willing to pay amount X. Why? This is our question. And the second problem concerning case 2, we assume that the machine X, some of its patches fail to produce according to the quality characteristic that the company is expecting. Why? Difference between quantitative and qualitative starts. And since we are starting something, means there is a present status for this program. And then, of course, since you have a present, probably we will be looking at the future sometimes later. Now, what is fancy about what I have drawn just now? I want you to start to imagine with me this. Do you see any question here? Well, how about this? How about this? Be on what, when, where. All these questions can be formed. But one question is why something happened. And this is one of the most important questions in the world of research. Generally speaking, it's known as a perspective. It depends on from which subjective or window you're looking at. So if you have come from engineering domain background, and then your research or your investigation is going to be completely different from another researcher who is looking at the problem from environmental domain, from the very start to the end, and you will be able to introduce a comprehensive data set that is ready to be taken for the steps of analysis, and finally you can be able to introduce 5 training centers. So you see how huge such a project it is. It is a very, very big project, and it's a kind of noble project at the same time, since it aims to help and serve the local citizen. Now, this is the actual quick introductory about the story or the institution that earned the project. First one, the classroom, it must be equipped. The second, they only accept 23 participants. So each classroom will have only admission of 23 participants, and there will be a trainer, A, and this is B, and this is C. He understood that the square of this plus the square of this will give him the square of this area that he's trying to find out. So the square of 3 plus the square of 4. You see, the case of A, it is a theory which happens to be in the form a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. This is a theory. On the C space, we have again this pyramid known as the Maslow's hierarchy of need. Also, it is a theory. But what do you see the difference between this theory and this theory is the language. Problem students are able really to deliver the project or not, etc. So of course the scores can be measured by a numerical standard way. So now we have a complete control on each of those components. We will call them elements of variables. For example, the formal teaching methods difference from the casual and free teaching methods on the student's performance. Do they vary? What would you do? This is completely a different research question. In this case, how can I investigate? In this section, we will be looking at 3 outlines. And the first outline, a quick introductory, then presentation of measurement, and finally instrument design. Let's go ahead and to choose a representative measurement or factors that represent. So we decided to work on, for example, decide working hour, sleeping hour, and then, for example, smiling. And again, don't forget what we do next is to work on the possible values. Imagine if I would have this book full of jokes and I want to quantify how funny it is. Well, the possible ways to give this book to many different people, and you would expect 2 different reactions. In the first reaction, people might really laugh using this physical face to represent how funny. And the second reaction, or the physical reaction, is to see this face, which does not really react physically to the jokes in the books. Now, we are not asking their opinion. We are asking their professional judgment. For example, the first judge, he said, I see this statements to be in favor. Rate it as 10. Maybe the second have value of each statement, and I calculated the mean, right? So what I would do, I have a 3.5. The first one he agreed with, the value of it, a plus maybe 7, plus, say, for example, he agreed with 9.5. Hard. Implied, not on a single book. They disagree with that. They agree that you can strengthen your understanding, but they don't think it is easy to follow. This is a very important vector that I've got with DAD that represent the image of a single book, which is actually a main characteristic of this teaching method. It's just identical on a different scale. This is on 100, this is on 10. And performance, it's exactly mimicking the real. Now, this is a perfect sample. Why it is a perfect? Because it represents the totality. It represents the all. Writing the literature review, you need those skills. That means you're kind of organizer. And that's why I was able to create 2 groups. So that's why now we are solving the problem to remove this question mark. Important. Now, we have to know the number of instrument that we need. How many instrument? In this case, I think this circle is telling me something. Now, in this circle, we have 3 important players. And all of them are actually causing the forming of these variables. The first one is with real fact about the relation, whether those factors, the demographic and affecting variables, have really a correlation to the decision of dropping out or not. Now, question 1 is answered. We're good to go. The similar values of the previous trainers that we worked on the design of the model and the conclusion that we drawn earlier. And the final image, I hope is quite clear to you right now. I have answered the research question. I have delivered both conclusion, and also I have given them a model to predict for future. So thank you very much for participating in this course, and I hope that I have given you the intuition to conduct your own research from the start to the end. For further discussion, or you have any inquiry, please don't hesitate. You may let me know, and I will be more than happy to participate to answer the question. Thank you very much, and you all have a good day.